you there? Am I audible there?
Yes, sir.
Shall we start the session?
Yes, sir. I'm clear.
Okay. Renuka madam, you can start.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. A very good morning to all. I feel exultant to welcome you all to the online inauguration of Ctit Student Societies of our department. We really feel gladdened and prideful to conduct this inauguration ceremony in this pandemic situation. This lockdown can only set apart us physically, but there is no any restrictions for our striving minds to be connected, transform our thoughts into actions, and to get our works done. Prayer is as natural an expression of faith as breathing is of life. Let's start this auspicious occasion with a prayer song. Thank you. Sunshine is a welcome thing. It brings a lot of brightness. Now, I request our beloved head of the department, Mr. S. Muruganandam sir, to deliver the welcome address.
Respected correspondent Thiru K. Palanichami avargal in absentia. Our beloved principal Dr. N. Raman avargal in absentia. Our alumnus and the chief guest of the function, Mr. P. Praveen Kumar, invitees, teaching and non-teaching staff members, and my dear students. A warm good morning to one and all. On behalf of the Department of Computer Technology and Information Technology, I am really honored to welcome you all to the inauguration of Ctit Student Societies. I take this opportunity to welcome our alumnus and the chief guest of the function, Mr. P. Praveen Kumar, who is the security analyst at Confidential in Stealth Mode, United Arab Emirates. He has 6+ years of experience, specialized in threat hunting and forensics. He has received recognition from Microsoft, Intel, AT&T for identifying and reporting serious vulnerabilities on their web infrastructure. He has completed CEH, CompTIA, CYSA+, and 12 Squad Vulnerability Management. Please join with me to welcome our chief guest and our alumni, Mr. P. Praveen Kumar. A warm welcome to other dignitaries, guests and invitees, heads of the various departments, teaching and non-teaching staff members, students to this inauguration. Before I conclude, let me brief about the activities conducted during the academic year 2019-20. The Department of Computer Technology and Information Technology has conducted an orientation program, 3 guest lectures, 4 workshops, and a state-level seminar. The following student societies are functioning under Ctit Student Council: Technopedia Association, Academic Counseling Cell, Social Responsibility Cell, Green Computing Forum, Consultancy Services Cell, Aptitude and Soft Skill Training Cell, Higher Education Club, Cultural Club, Industry Institute Interaction Cell, Reunion Alumni Association. The Ctit Student Societies have conducted 5 students competitions: Awards Day, TechFest 19, Digital Literacy Program, Cyber Security Awareness Program, 2 Aptitude Training Programs, a Communication Skill Development Program, Personality Development Program, Mock Interview, 2 Special Lectures, and Yoga Training Programs. The Academic Counseling Cell organized a review meeting, Students Counseling, and Class Committee meeting. The Green Computing Forum collected the e-waste and handed over to the Science Forum. The Consultancy Services Cell offers computer servicing, virus cleaning, software installation, and certificate designing. for our college students and staff members with free of cost. The Higher Education Club displays the notices about the opportunities in higher education institutions, scholarships, etc. The Cultural Club celebrated the Teachers' Day and National Youth Day. Audio-visual show was arranged to the increase consciousness about the national entities and symbols. The Industry Interaction Cell renewed MOU with BSNL in order to expand and strengthen the academic activities. It arranges the industrial visits as and when required. Initiatives of the department: IT Bulletin, Technoprint, Infoline Magazine, Connect Newsletter, Footprints, Icebreaker, Code Ignition, Show and Tell, Know Your Alumni. Value-added courses: The Art of C Programming, Corel Draw. The programs conducted during the lockdown: webinar on basics of enterprise infrastructure, national level quiz on art of programming was conducted, in which 1,458 academicians participated from Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Haryana, Jharkhand, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Punjab, Telangana, and Uttar Pradesh. Though we are in a pandemic situation, we hope we will conduct the programs which are essential for the students community in this academic year also. Once again, I welcome you all to this inauguration. Thank you. Over to Redna Madam.
Thank you, sir. I feel pleasure to present the bio sketch of our chief guest, Mr. B. Praveen Kumar, who is a notable alumnus of our department. He completed his BSc IT in Congo Arts and Science College, Erode in 2013, and he completed his MCA in Sri Ramakrishna Institute of Technology, Coimbatore in 2014. After completing his UG, he joined as a part-time trainer in Brave Solution in 2013. As a trainer, he handled both retail and corporate training in CCNA routing and switching, and he planned and supported network and computing infrastructure. He is also a certified ethical hacker. He has also conducted many seminars in various colleges. After Brave Solution, he joined as a technical engineer in 2014 in Appin Technology Lab, where he handled CCNA security, CCNP security, ethical hacking, and countermeasure. He also installed all new hardware, systems, and software for networks. He managed user accounts, permissions, emails, antivirus, anti-spam, all system backup, and restored protocol. Then he worked as a technical consultant in Kalvi Higher Education and Research Institute, where he performed the work such as network and web application penetration testing, vulnerability assessments, analyzing and mitigating the critical vulnerabilities for web application servers, performing configuration review, and auditing on network devices, reviewing and defining hardening standards for network devices, framing relay, ISDN, ADSL, and dial-up configuration, configuring VPN software clients, site-to-site VPN, and remote access VPN. Then he worked as a network security engineer in Prism Microsystems Limited, where he got experience with the SIEM tool Event Tracker. There he analyzed suspicious network traffic through snort and firewall logs. He also did deploying and scheduling open VAS scans, deploying snort IDS in the client's infrastructure. Then he worked as a security analyst in Black Knight Financial Services, where he got experience with the SIEM tools IBM Radar and Dell SecureWorks. He also monitored client infrastructure for the internal and external threats, as well as reporting scheduled Paliscode vulnerability scans, and also did employee termination process using SailPoint tool. In 2017, he worked as a resident engineer in Starlink. In 2018, he worked as a security analyst in DocMatter LLC, and currently he is working as a security analyst in stealth mode at Confidential in United Arab Emirates. Now, I request our eminent chief guest and our department alumnus, Mr. B. Praveen Kumar, to give the inaugural address.
Thank you for giving a wonderful opportunity. First of all, I need to thank our Honorable Correspondent Sir, Principal Raman Sir, and HOD Sir, Muruganandam Sir, actually. So today I'm just going to give, I'm not going to give any technical sessions or something. I'm just going to explain how I reached to this level. Is my voice, everything is clear? Here I can able to see a message called internet is unstable like that. So can anyone comment on this?
Yes, clear,
Yeah,
Praveen.
I mean, you are clear. Your voice is clear.
thank you, sir. Let me start from the beginning, my journey from the college to here, United Arab Emirates. Let me say what I'm doing currently. I'm a security analyst, you can say a cybersecurity analyst. Earning a salary of 6 lakhs per month. So you can imagine. But everything, it doesn't come that much easily to me. I just started my studies in Congo Arts and Science College in 2010. I think most of the people doesn't know. I just got failed in a 12th standard before coming to Congo Arts and Science. So I just joined very late. And you can say after completing the first internal exams, before starting the internal exams, I just joined. And how I came to Congo Arts and Science College, that is also a big story. I just came to write my mathematics back papers in Erode. My hometown is Udumalpet, so my parents just joined me after I cleared the papers in Erode. So my journey started with the Congo Arts and Science. I think it will be very easy for you to understand if I start explaining in Tamil, maybe Tanglish. While I was starting my நான் காலேஜுக்கு அங்கே கொங்கு ஆர்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் சயின்ஸில் நான் ஜாயின் பண்ணுறப்போ வந்து பார்த்தோம்னா டோட்டலி டிப்ரெஸ்னு சொல்லலாம். ஏன்னா ஒரு 12th ஃபெயிலாக இருக்கேன். அது இல்லாமல் ஹாஸ்டல் ஹோம் டவுன்லேருந்து கொஞ்சம் டிஸ்டன்ஸ் பிளேஸ்லேருந்து சொல்லலாம். ஸோ அந்த இன்னொன்று நான் எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணது சிடியில் ஜாயின் பண்ணலான் இருந்தேன், பட் ஐடியில் ஜாயின் பண்ணிட்டேன். ஒன்றும் ப்ராப்ளம் இல்லை. So in my life, I got a lot of failures. I got failed in 9th standard, and I am the first one in my community to clear to pass 10th standard, 12th standard, UG, PG, you can say. Then you can start thinking from my own mindset. So I'm the first one in my whole community to do this. நானும் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா எனக்கும் படிப்பு ஒழுக்கமாக வரல. ஸோ 9th ஃபெயில் ஆகிட்டேன். ஸோ அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா ஒன்றும் படிப்பில் அந்த அளவுக்கு இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இல்லை. 10th ஓரளவுக்கு படித்து ஆல்மோஸ்ட் 400 வாங்கிட்டேன். திரும்ப பார்த்தா 12th ஃபெயில் ஆகிட்டேன். ஸோ இங்கே கொங்கு காலேஜ் வந்ததுக்கப்புறம் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா இங்கே ஹாஸ்டல் ஸ்டூடெண்ட். ஸோ கொங்குல அப்பார்ட் ஃப்ரம் education, I have learned a lot. In academics, I'm not that much high-fi level like my friends. You know, Sendel, who given you this speech last time. So I'm not that sort of guy. I'm just an average person. I think I got two areas, one in mathematics and as well as on networking paper where I'm working now. Anyway, that is what it is. At that period of time frame. So in first year, the only thing I have did perfectly is I started giving the blood. So far, I'm giving the blood donation. I think I given more than 15 times in that one. Second year, I started attending all the department functions. Technopedia Association, like Muruganandam sir said. Even I used to design the invitation covers. So I used to participate in all the steps. And in second year, in semester leaves and all, I started taking extra courses, you can say. கோயம்புத்தூர்ல தான் நான் வந்து என்னோட ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கோர்ஸ் சிசிஎன்ஏ படிச்சுட்டேன். சிசிஎன்ஏ ரெட் ஹாட் லினக்ஸ்னு சொல்லலாம். இதுல வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா நான் கோர்ஸ் படிச்சது ஒரு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் விஷயமா இருந்தாலும் இதுக்கு வந்து நான் படிக்கிறப்ப வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா எங்கூட ஒரு சில ஃபாரினர்ஸ் எல்லாம் படிச்சாங்க. அவங்க வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா ருவாண்டா, நைஜீரியன்ஸ். ஸோ அவங்களோட பேச எனக்கு வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா என்னோட இங்கிலீஷ் கம்யூனிகேஷன் ஸ்கில்ஸ் டெவலப் ஆக ஆரம்பிச்சது. ஸோ ஐ சஜஸ்ட் யூ டு கோ டு அதர் சிட்டிஸ். யூ ஹாவ் டு கோ அலோன் so that you will start learning your life alone. And if you're talking to a stranger without knowing, you have to talk other than Tamil. So you will start learning a new language, and it will be coming very fast because you are talking without having any option. So without, if you are talking in Tamil, they won't understand. So even right or wrong, you will start talking it, and slowly it will come to you. So this is what my first step it is on the technical side. And in the same second year, I got in connections with our principal, sir. Actually, he is also from, he worked in Urmalpet. So we both used to go for walking every day, you can say. But our relationship is not that much professionally, you can say. If you are having connections with the elder people, you will get the maturity. That's what I got. I think so. So in the second year, this is what it is. Like educationally, I was up to some level, but still my English communication is very weak. And I was having a back papers in mathematics. And I think fourth semester, I got failed in networking papers. So when it comes to final year, I need to say I started attending interviews due to my bad English, you can say. நான் வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அட்டென்ட் பண்ண இன்டர்வியூ வந்து பார்த்தோம்னா டிசிஎஸ்ல என் கிளாஸ் ஸ்ட்ரென்த் 54 நினைக்கிறேன். பட் அதில் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா ஒரு 15 பீப்புள் செலக்ட் ஆயிட்டாங்க. நான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ரவுண்ட் கிளியர் பண்ணேன், விச் இஸ் கம்யூனிகேஷன், குரூப் டிஸ்கஷன். பட் செகண்ட் ரவுண்ட் ஒன்ஸ் அகேன் ஆப்டிடியூட்ல ஃபெயில் ஆயிட்டேன். ஸோ இது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இன்டர்வியூ. செகண்ட் இன்டர்வியூ பார்த்தா விப்ரோவில் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எடுத்தவனையும் ஆப்டிடியூட் தான். ஸோ அதுலேயும் கிளியர் பண்ணலை. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா ஒரு 10 இன்டர்வியூஸ் எடுத்துக்கலாம். நான் கொங்கு ஆர்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் சயின்ஸ் ப்ளஸ் கொங்கு இன்ஜினியரிங் ரெண்டு காலேஜில் நடந்த எல்லா இன்டர்வியூஸும் மோஸ்ட்லி நான் எலிஜிபிள். ஸோ எல்லா இன்டர்வியூஸ் நான் அட்டன் பண்ணிட்டேன். ஸோ வந்து ஸ்டில் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா என்னால் ஒரு இன்டர்வியூ கூட சக்ஸஸ் ஆக முடியல. ஸோ ஒரு 12 இன்டர்வியூஸ் சொல்லலாம். அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா ஒரு தேர்ட் இயர் நான் முடிக்கிறதுக்குள்ளேயே வந்து ஒரு 25 இன்டர்வியூஸ் கிட்டத்தட்ட நான் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணிட்டேன். ஸோ இதுக்கு நடுவில் என்ன ஆயிடுச்சுன்னு வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா என் ஃப்ரெண்டு செந்தில் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா ஒரு 6 or 7 இன்டர்வியூஸ், அதாவது பிக் எம்என்சி கம்பெனிலே பிளேஸ் ஆயிட்டான். எனக்கு இன்னொரு க்ளோஸ் ஃப்ரெண்ட் இருக்கான், அவன் பேர் அபிலாஷ். ஸோ வேர் ஆல் ஹாஸ்டல் மேட்ஸ். ஸோ அவனும் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா ஒரு 4 கம்பெனியில் செலக்ட் ஆயிட்டான். பட் எனக்கு ஒரு பாசிட்டிவ் சைடு வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா இவங்க 2 பேரும் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா எனக்கு நல்ல சப்போர்ட்டிவாக இருந்தாங்க. இன்னொன்று நானும் செந்திலும் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா ஒரு டிவிஎஸ் கம்பெனியில் ஒரு இன்டர்வியூ செலக்ட் ஆயிருந்தோம். ஸோ நம்ம காலேஜ்லேயே வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா 25 பீப்புள் தான் செலக்ட் ஆயிருந்தோம். ஸோ நாங்கள் ஹொசூர் வரைக்கும் போனோம். ஸோ பட் அதில் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா என் நேம் வெயிட்டிங் லிஸ்ட்டில் இருந்துச்சு. ஸோ நான் அதில் ஜாயின் பண்ணலை. அது வந்து ஒரு மார்க்கெட்டிங் பொசிஷன் தான். ஸோ அப்போ நான் ஏன் ஜாயின் பண்ணலைன்னா அதுக்கு ஒரு பிக்கஸ்ட் ஒரு ரீசன் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா பிரின்சிபல் சார் சொல்லலாம். ஸோ அவர் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா நான் மார்க்கெட்டிங் லைனில் போகிறதுக்கு அவர் வந்து ஓகே சொல்லல. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் விஷயம், நான் வந்து என்னோடதுல என்ன ஸ்ட்ரென்த்தோ, எனக்கு என்ன ஸ்ட்ரென்த்தோ டெக்னிக்கலோ அதில் போகிறது பெட்டர்னாரு. ஸோ அதுவும் ஒரு விஷயமா சொல்லலாம். இன்னொன்று, நான் அட்டன் பண்ண 25 இன்டர்வியூஸில் நான் செலக்ட் ஆன ஒரே இன்டர்வியூ இந்த டிவிஎஸ் கம்பெனி மட்டும்தான் இந்த 3 இயர்ஸில், அதாவது நான் யூஜியில் படித்ததில். ஸோ நான் வந்து அனலைஸ் பண்ண ஆரம்பித்தேன் எதில் நான் வீக்காக இருக்கேன். இன்னொன்று, நான் இந்த 25 இன்டர்வியூஸில் என்னோட கம்யூனிகேஷன்ஸ் ஸ்கில்ஸ் ரொம்ப வீக் எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சது. இன்னொன்று நான் அட்டன் பண்ண இன்டர்வியூவில் தான் என்னோட கம்யூனிகேஷன் ஸ்கில்ஸ் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா இம்ப்ரூவ் ஆச்சுன்னே சொல்லலாம். ஸோ இதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா நான் டெக்னிக்கல் ஸ்கில் செட்டை இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ணணும்னு நினச்சேன். பட் எனக்கு நிறைய டிபெண்டன்சிஸ் இருந்துச்சு. ஸோ வந்து என் ஃபேமிலி வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா நல்ல பெரிய காலேஜில் தான் நெக்ஸ்ட் எம்சிஏ படிக்கணும்னு சொன்னாங்க. பட் அது வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா மோஸ்ட்லி பண்ணாரியம்மன் சொல்லலாம். ஸோ அங்கே போனாலும் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா நான் அகாடமிக்ஸில் ஒரு ஆவரேஜுக்கு மேலே மார்க் வாங்கி என்னால் இன்டர்வியூ கிளியர் பண்ண முடியல. ஸோ என்னென்னா இப்போ இருந்த மாதிரி சுச்சுவேஷன் அப்போ கிடையாது. ஸோ யாரும் இந்த எக்ஸ்ட்ரா கோர்சஸ் இதுக்கெல்லாம் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் கொடுக்கல. ஸோ நான் என்ன நினச்சேன்னா கோயம்புத்தூர், சென்னை இந்த மாதிரி சிட்டிஸ்க்கு போனால் நான் படிக்கிறதுக்கும் எனக்கு வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா இன்னொரு டிகிரி நான் படிக்க முடியும். ப்ளஸ் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா பார்ட் டைமாக நான் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா கோர்சஸும் படிக்க முடியும். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி நான் வந்து ஒரு பிளான் பண்ணேன். ஸோ நான் அதை தான் எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ணணும்னு சொல்லலாம். ஸோ ராமகிருஷ்ணா காலேஜில் ஜாயின் பண்ணேன். ஸோ பார்ட் டைமாக நான் வந்து பிரேவ் சொல்யூஷன்ஸில் ஜாயின் பண்ணேன். ஆக்சுவலாக நாங்கள் வந்து சிசிஎன்ஏ செக்யூரிட்டி, சிசிஎன்பி செக்யூரிட்டி இதெல்லாம் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா அங்கே படித்தேன் ஃபஸ்ட்டு. ஸோ அப்போ வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா எனக்கு ஒரு சில ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் கிடைச்சிது. நான் படிக்கிறப்போ வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா செமினார்ஸ் எல்லாம் நடக்கும், அதாவது வீக்கெண்ட்ஸில். ஸோ அந்த செமினார்ஸ் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா நான் ஃபஸ்ட்டு கோஆர்டினேட் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தேன் ஃப்ரீயாக. நெக்ஸ்ட் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா ஒரு நாள் ஒரு சீனியர் ட்ரெயினர் அங்கே வர முடியல. அவர்னால அந்த செமினார்ஸ் கொடுக்குறவர் தான் வரும், பட் அவரால் வர முடியல. ஸோ ஐ ஜஸ்ட் பிக்ட் அப் தட் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி. ஸோ ஐ ஸ்டார்டட் கிவிங் தி seminars. So everyone was very impressed. So in the same day I got a job there also, but my job is not a trainer initially. I just started as a marketing a person. So there also I started proving myself. I'm the person in the Coimbatore, you can say, first started the social media marketing. I created a page for the Brave solution. I started sharing our event details on Facebook. So multiple students started joining the courses. So slowly I started becoming a trainer. And that is also contributed to my English skills, you can say. I need somewhere to, grow my skills, right? ஸோ இதுக்கு அப்புறம் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா கார்பரேட் ட்ரைனிங், அதுவும் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா ஒரு ஆக்சிடென்ட்னே சொல்லலாம். காலேஜ் ட்ரைனிங்னா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ட்ரெயின் பண்ண காலேஜ் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா கிணத்துக்கடவுல ஒரு காலேஜ் ட்ரெயின் பண்ணேன். ஸோ அதுலேயே வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா ஃபீட்பேக்ஸ் நல்லா இருந்துச்சு. ஸோ அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து ஸ்டார்டிங் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா ஹெச்எல் கம்பெனிக்கு ஒரு ஃபாரன்சிக்ஸில் ஒரு ட்ரெயின் பண்ணேன். அதுக்கப்புறம் டிசிஎஸ். பட் இதெல்லாம் பண்ணுறப்போ வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா நான் ஒரு எம்சிஏ கூட கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணலை. ஸோ பட் இதில் எல்லா சுச்சுவேஷன்லையும் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா எனக்கு கிடைச்ச ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி நான் மிஸ் பண்ணல. ஸோ என்னோட எம்சிஏல வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா நான் வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கிளாஸ் தான் அதுலேயும். ஸோ இதுதான் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா என்னோட அகாடமிக்ஸ். பட் எம்சிஏல வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா நான் அட்டன் பண்ண இன்டர்வியூஸில் இப்போது யூஜியில் 25 இன்டர்வியூஸ் அட்டன் பண்ணியிருந்தேன். பட் எம்சிஏல வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா இன்னொரு 25 வந்துருச்சுன்னு வச்சுக்கலாம். ஸோ பட் செகண்டாக வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா எம்சிஏல நான் வந்து நிறைய கற்றுருந்தேன். அதாவது நிறைய என்னோட டெக்னிக்கல் ஸ்கில் செட் வந்து பார்த்தோம்னா என் ஏஜ் பீப்புளை விட பல மடங்கு இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னு சொல்லலாம். நான் ட்ரெயினராக இருக்கனால எனக்கு என்னென்ன பெனிஃபிட்ஸ் கிடைச்சுன்னு வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா என்னால் ப்ரீமியம் கோர்சஸ் எல்லாமே ஃப்ரீயாக கற்றுக்க முடிஞ்சுது. ஸோ நான் திரும்ப அது ஒரு பாசிட்டிவாக எடுத்துக்கிட்டேன். ஸோ அந்த ட்ராக்கில் நானும் ட்ராவல் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டேன். ஸோ வெறும் என்னோட ஸ்கில் செட் சிசிஎன்ஏ அப்புறம் ரெட் ஹாட் லினக்ஸ்லேருந்து நான் எம்சிஏ முடிக்கிறப்போ வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா ஒரு ஃபாரன்சிக்ஸ் எக்ஸ்பர்ட்ஸ் அந்த அளவுக்கு நான் போயிட்டேன்னு வச்சுக்கலாம். ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட் சென்னையில் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா ஒரு 6 months ஒர்க் பண்ணேன். 6 monthsம் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா நான் வந்து ஒரு ஃப்ரீலான்ஸ் ட்ரெயினர்னு வச்சுக்கலாம். அப்போ வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா மல்டிபிள் கம்பெனிஸ், மல்டிபிள் பீப்புள்ஸ், நிறையா கற்றுக்கிட்டேன். டெக்னாலஜி கேன் பி தாட். அப்போ நான் கற்றுக்கிட்ட விஷயம் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா டெக்னாலஜி கேன் பி தாட் அண்ட் இட் கேன் பி லேர்ன் பை எனி ஒன். Here the critical factor is communication skills, and you have to learn humans. Technology is a predictable factor. Humans are unpredictable. This is what I learned in Chennai in 6 months. And you won't believe, While leaving Chennai after 6 months, I was earning hardly 45,000 per month at the time. I got fully frustrated there over people, and I thrown everything overnight, and I came back to Udumalpet. My best luck all the time is I started resigning multiple jobs. If you see, but each time while I'm receiving, I mean resigning, I will think of having a short rest in my home, like 1 or 2 weeks at least. Yeah, but due to my skill set, I used to get a lot of opportunities. So I came from Chennai, then I moved to Tirunelveli. So Chennai to short-term Tirunelveli. So salary I started getting to my satisfaction. But what I was trying to do is exploring. So now my jobs were changed from a trainer to a consultant. So I started with doing the penetration testing, web application penetration testing, you can say. The bug bounties, the scopes are very big. So there is also 2 months. Then I moved to Bangalore. There you can able to say I worked in a research and development. It's a product based company. So there I got an opportunity to learn with work with all the open source tools in my domain. So I used to work in the night shifts. So I have an opportunity to work with the people from US. So that's where my communication skills are fully developed, I think. So after this, there is also 6 months. So once again, resigned. I thought of having having a rest for another 2 weeks on my home. But my bad luck again. This time my call is for Hyderabad, and I was having around 3 or 4 offers in Bangalore and as well as Hyderabad. So, but I prefer Hyderabad. I already saw Bangalore, so there nothing is there to see new. So I went to Hyderabad. There I built my own team. So it was only me and my manager. And since it's a company is big, but it's a startup for building a team. So there we built a team from 2 to 7 people over the period of 6 months. So there I got very nice team building activities, and I become a shift lead. I joined as an engineer, and while leaving, I am shift lead, which under me there are 4 people working. Out of that, the one guy is 45 years old. So that's the last experience in India now. So why I resigned my Hyderabad, that is also a big story. From Hyderabad to Udumalpet, it's almost, you can say, even if you're traveling by train, it will take 2 days. So I just want to, I spent enough time outside of the home, even school, colleges, everywhere I was in a hostel. So I tried to get closer. So once again, I was trying to get back to Bangalore. So I resigned. In all the cases, I used to resign first. Then I will go for the offer. So without having any options, you will try very harder. And since I don't have any dependencies, it really helped me. So you will always get paid for the risk you are taking. This is what happened to me. So once I resigned, I started receiving the calls. So I got a very nice company in Bangalore, Vodafone Shared Services, IBM. And further, I was in the last 10 days, I was about to move to Bangalore. Suddenly I got a call from some companies in UAE, you can say. That is for a junior role for a SIM deployment. You can say once again, like team building activities. So in the last 10 days, everything happened very, very fast. Like, they asked for my passports, my credentials, certificates, everything. And the interview also happened within 2 days. So in the next week, I dropped the offer with my Bangalore companies, and I went to the home. So within next 1 week, I came to UAE. But here is also the journey is not that much easy, you can say. I'm a single guy. I don't have any connections in UAE. I just landed in the Abu Dhabi airport from Cochin. And you won't believe I just vomited in my first flight. Maybe it's due to the excitement or my body doesn't accept the sudden change. So here I started working more than 12 to 15 hours per day. Because here the situation, there is no one will be there to help you. So if you're working alone, you will learn a lot. So I don't want to name any company names here. I used to work for a famous company here, and I worked with a bank. So I just completed my 2 months here, and I lost the job. Here is also the same, the unpredictable factors, humans. So what I learned here is the project was quoted for 2 months. Since I was working for 12 to 15 hours per day, I overworked for the salary I'm getting. That's what I think. I completed the task within 2 months, and I lost the job. And once again, my situation became very bad, you can say. எப்படி இருக்கும் உங்களுக்கு அந்த ஒரு சிச்சுவேஷன்? ஒரு சின்ன பையன் இங்க எந்த ஒரு கனெக்ஷன்ஸ் இல்லாம ஒரு புது கண்ட்ரிக்கு வந்து இங்க வந்து அந்த வேலையும் போயிருச்சு. ஸோ வந்து அது இல்லாம வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா இந்த மாதிரி அப்ராட்ல வந்துட்டு திரும்ப ஊருக்கு போறது அந்த அளவு நல்லா இருக்காது. ஸோ வந்து ஐ வாஸ் வெயிட்டிங் அண்ட் வெயிட்டிங். I started getting connections. I was applying everywhere. I was roaming around the street like like in Chennai. Here the weather conditions are like 55 degrees. You can say my color is black, and it became even more black. So I went to Dubai, Abu Dhabi alone. So 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4th week I started getting the calls. And you can say in this time frame, I achieved a big bug bounty with Microsoft. So they recognized me through their website. Still, my name is in Microsoft website. So that helped me. I got a job. That's a turning point, you can say. So 4th week, I got a offer from a good company. So there I worked for another 1.5 years, you can say. So once again, I come to know about the value of bug bounties, you can say. If you're identifying something useful on their site, they will recognize your name. The name Microsoft helped me a lot. So after that, I identified 3 more bugs on Microsoft, which they sent me a swag, which is a t-shirts, just a honor of you can say it's a honor. Then I identified bugs on Intel, AT&T. So company started liking me, you can say. So once again, I put out the paper, I moved to other company because now I got experience with the financial solutions, you can say. I mean job domain. I worked for a bank, I worked for governments. Now I need to explore something new. So once again, I switched back. Dark matter, new people. I worked with Americans, Europeans. Now, once again, my company, I just mentioned confidential because I don't want to reveal my company name, but I'm working for a company, LPHE. Okay, now I am focusing on the future technologies, you can say. It's cloud security and, ICS, SCADA, this sort of things. So this is what it is. Every time while moving the company, we are IT guys. So you will be getting paid only extra paid only by switching the companies. And you have to be always having in mind what you want and what you want to become. So now after reaching this position, while looking back, now everything will looks like, whatever the situation I faced at the time, it was a very difficult one. But now while looking back, it will looks like a dream. And, your difficulties become experience. And, without having a bad experiences, you will never grow. Of course, there is always a difference between a story and history, right? So what I suggest you, this is what the difficulties I faced. This is how I reached to this level. In between, what all the jobs I did, other than my core job as in security, I worked as a night watchman. I worked in marketing, and there are a lot of stuff I did in between. I can't able to explain everything on this session. So what I suggest you to do at this point of time, I know Muruganandam sir already said this is a session for second year and as well as final year people. Just try to set your goal. What you want to become in next 10 to 20 years. Any idea? I know most of the people doesn't have. Even I doesn't have while until completing the UG. But I started creating a goal before completing PG. So goal, you can say long-term goal, short-term, mid-term. So long-term goal should be like something called as what you want to become in next 20 years. You want to do a business, you need money. What sort of business it can be? Or you want to become a consultant, you want to become a web developer. So web developer, like engineer, software developer, everything is like short-term goals because after 20 years, you'll become a manager in any domain you can say. Manager, above that VP, or you will be owning a business. So for going to a business level, you want to decide what sort of business it is. That's what the long-term goal it is. You want to become open a web development company. So you want to become a developer first. This is a short-term goal. So for reaching to that level, what sort of skill sets you need? Like you want to know PHP, HTML, the framework Joomla, WordPress, this sort of thing. For just achieving this web developer. But web developer is also a short-term goal. So what's the mid-term goal? Mid-term goal, it will be like 5 to 10 years difference. So you have to become a Scrum Master or architect. So you should know all the web application technologies in this one, so that you can able to achieve. If you're achieved your short-term goal, then your next level will be like a mid-term goal. So you have to reach the Scrum Master level between 5 to 10 years. In case if you are getting to that level, so your next goal will be like you have to get enough contacts to start your own business. And in the 10 years period of time, there is a lot of things might change. Like you will be getting married, you will be having your kids, and you need money, connections to start your business. So first thing is set a goal. It regardless of anything, like you want to become a police, someone wants to become an IAS officer, someone wants to work in a bank, anything. So just fix your goal and ask the suggestions from the people. You can ask your family, you can ask the teachers, then they can able to help you. But without having any goal, no one can able to help you. And regarding the interviews, I think I can explain better as I have attended so far more than you can say 100 interviews. You can say before completing UG, it's PG. I passed more than 50 interviews. So there will be multiple reasons you won't be getting selected. Even though if you are having a very good skill sets, most of the people won't pass the interview because there is people won't be buying the stuffs which they can't able to own, or costly things you can say. Some companies prefer cats than lion. So you have to understand that sort of scenarios. My friends, everyone got selected because they attended the interviews with a blind mindset. They just need a job. They don't know what sort of job they need. So in all the interviews I have completed, that is CCNA and Red Hat Linux, that's the only stuff was holding behind for getting a job. This one I come to know after a very long time because I accidentally met the same HR who interviewed me on CTS after a long time. but this is what it is. But if you're working for MNCs, you have to, if you're going with a goal, definitely I don't think don't expose your goals during the HR levels. And the long-term goals should be only inside you. Only short-term goals can be exposed outside. And facing an interview, I think that itself a big thing. You will be getting a notification from the HR, from the company's HR, or from your placement cell. Try to prepare your resume as per you have to do your research about the company on the internet. You can say, just for example, take the company as TCS or CTS. Both are consultancies, technological consultancies, you can say. What is their recent project, and what is what are the areas they are targeting, like aerospace, like banking sectors. So you have to modify your resumes in that sort of way. If you are just adding an accounting while they are hiring for finance, it's a big plus. First thing is you have to do your research and you have to modify your resume accordingly. And the other step is your communication skills. Communication skills, it plays a very important role. Start reading the English papers. You have to talk to someone, talking with friends. It doesn't work, I believe, because at some point of time they will start talking in Tamil. So at least start talking in English with the teachers, and try to read some courses. Try to read a lot. So the simple factor is learning is equal to earning. As much you learn, as much you can earn. So this is the quote of the life, you can say. So as much as you are learning, that much you can able to earn. But in the college life is a totally different one. For while attending the interviews, there's still the aptitude is a big thing. These aren't all the stuff. So just they will just try to shortlist people. If the requirement is only 10, but 1,000 people are applying, what they will do? Using some sort of mechanism, they need to segregate the people. That's what they are doing. There is for each of the problem there will be always a solution called for this problem there is a silver bullet. So what's a silver bullet? That's $1 billion question. You are reading, you are getting a very good mark, and you are having a technical skill set. So what's missing? Your project. I know most of the people they are just giving money and getting the projects, but spend some time. Think. Now, for example, you want to develop a web application, and you are in your syllabus you are having a PHP, HTML, everything, but there is no need for going for a shop and buying a project. Try to think. Try to solve a real world problem. Imagine now we are chatting. We are having a web conference on Zoom, but this one, I know KSE is paying for it, which it comes with the money. But there are a lot of open source tools, Jitsi, anything, just a simple Google search, open source web conferencing tools. You'll come to know what it is. I mean, what all the tools are available for free of cost. So get the list, do some research, install it on your PC, test it with your own department, and show it to the principal. So your UG project is absolutely ready. And they will, further you can earn money also. So this sort of thing I did after getting into the job. I tried with a lot of open source technologies, and really it helped me. Just by including a valuable project on your CV, it's a silver bullet. You can able to bypass this aptitude, group discussion, anything. Directly HR will call you. I think this is what in my mind, and I just explained in a simple scenario. And I think now it's time for a Q&A. I think I already utilized 45 minutes. And sorry if I said anything wrong in this time duration. I know I'm not a good speaker or motivational speaker. I'm a technical trainer. If you're asking me to talk in a technical manner, I can able to talk for the whole day. But this is something I'm doing out of my personal interest, and I think I delivered a good content. I think so. So in case if there is anything wrong, just put me on comments, which I can able to correct. And the final step which I want to explain here is, I'm ready to, invest some sort of money in the next 2 years. If you are having a good project idea and it needs money, funding, I'm ready to pay. You have to prove yourself, and I'm giving a platform to prove yourself. In case if it's even more bigger, yeah, we can make a company. I think this is what in my mind. If I will have a discussion with the HOD sir after this, then he will inform you how we are going to put this on place. Now you can just shoot your questions. And if you have any doubts, or if you have questions, just shoot it. I will answer you. Hello, HOD sir.
Yes, Praveen. As students, if you have any questions, you can raise your question and type on the chat box.
No questions.
Students, you have questions? Please raise your questions.
Participants can raise their doubts and questions in the live chat option in the YouTube channel. If there is any queries, please feel free to post it in the live chat box in the YouTube channel.
I think I can wait for another 15 minutes for answering your question.
So we have some questions from the participant side.
Yes, ma'am, you can go ahead.
Yes. The question is, I want to become an ethical hacker.
Mhm.
I'm a beginner and I don't know any programming language. What should be the best thing to start from?
Okay, I will try to explain in a very simple way. Hacker is not a something like showing in a movie like a black screen like that. You are trying to make use of the technology to achieve something or minimize some task. But if you are expecting me a question like where to begin with, the short answer is I think someone's mic is making noise here. Okay, let me explain. For getting a job in cybersecurity, you need to master networking. Just imagine you are going to hack a machine. I mean, a computer. Might be it's sitting in your on HOD's table. So what are the possibilities you can able to enter into that machine? First thing is a physical access. Even though if you're having a physical access, you want to know what sort of a system it is. Hardware, either it's a server or workstation. So you have to learn about the operating systems. Try to read about a Windows Server. What is the latest version? I think now 2016. Try to take a course on Windows Server management. Complete it. Then in case if it's a machine is a server, two possibilities. Either it's a Linux or Windows. Linux, you can go for Red Hat Linux. And Windows means Windows servers. Any Windows servers, it will be good to get started with. So this is a possibility while you are having physical access to the machine. What happens if you don't have a physical access? So you should be entering into the machine with the network access. So in this level, you need to, network can be two types. Either it's a wired or wireless. So wired, there is a separate course. You can go for CCNA, CCNP, this sort of things. But wireless, you have to learn by yourself. I don't think there is a better courses available outside. CWNA, there was a course available, so you should be doing that. And now we are just talking about the operating systems and connectivity. Still programming, yeah, it's important. programming, why it's very important means, here we are talking about hacking a machine, which means compromising a machine. So vulnerable, we are going to just exploit the vulnerability. So which it prefers some level of coding at least. So take Python, bash scripting, this sort of things. Try to learn about the command prompt, command terminals on the Linux and Windows servers. I think this is a good way to get started. So I think you are from second or third year. Second year means it will be very good because you have another 1 year time to get started with. Final year, I won't suggest you to go for this much big roadmap because it's time consuming and you don't have time and you need to prepare for the interviews. Quick shots, take any courses, networking, network security, try to become a network engineer or network security engineer. So over the period of time, you can enter into this cyber security. I think I answered your question. So any other questions?
So next question is, what is the scope of ethical hacking?
Scope of ethical hacking is like, endless, you can say. So it depends upon what you are about to hack. As it depends upon the technology. Now, the technology is getting increased every day. So until 2015, it was only about the system hacking. But after that, the revolution of Android mobiles. So now the scope has been increased to the mobile devices also. So, but now in the recent years, there is IoT securities is there. And now, people are working from the home. So there is another domain got born. So now cloud security, and we will call it as a BYOD, bring your own device security now. So scope is endless. And if you're talking about the job, if you're having a right skill set, you're always having a job. You can go for a company, or you can, there are a lot of bug bounties are available, like, sites like HackerOne, Bugcrowd, or you can find a vulnerability by yourself and you can ask for money. So scope is endless, but this is like, this job domain is like a survival. If you're a pen tester, you have to find a vulnerability at any cost. You can't able to say you are unable to do it. It's not like other job. If you are not finding anything, you won't be getting anything. I think I answered your question. Am I clear?
Okay, sir.
Any other questions?
Yes, sir. The next question is, what is the difference between network technician and specialist? And how to start career in networking?
Networking, network technicians, they will just do, if you take your college as an example, what the lab assistants they will be doing? They will be doing the task of network technician. Network technician is something, they will just give check the troubleshootings and the connectivity issues. Like they will check the LAN cable, they will check the LAN adapters. But network specialist is someone who works on the router side, routing, switches, like that. But these technicians, they will work from the endpoints level. Endpoints means machines. This is a client and server. In between router will be there. So these people, they will work from the machines, end user machines, like workstations. They are technicians. And who works on the router and server side, they are specialists, you can say. Specialist means you are going to specialize in some area, like servers, routers, network security devices are also there, like firewalls, IDS, IPS, like that. I think I answered your questions. So any other?
So next question is, what is the difference between network intruders and hackers?
There is, now there is a lot of big controversies going on. What is a hacker? So you have to understand that one to answer this question. So hacker is not a bad guy, actually. We are just going to make, change the behavior of one devices to achieve our task. Imagine, we are always talking about hacking a computer. What about hacking a human? So I'm just going to ask, what is your password? Means you will never give your password. But you are a guy, we are humans. How you will set your password? If you are a boy, your passwords will be always like bike numbers, mostly phone numbers, or if you are having a lover's mobile number, names. This is a possibility. If you're a girl, definitely it's going to be like auto names, father's mobile number, like that. Yeah, opposite genders, it will be always like this. So if I'm talking, but this sort of information I can able to get it from you, but not the password directly. So I'm just manipulating you through certain mechanisms to get my task done. In the same way, imagine I'm compromising a machine. Means what does it mean by compromise? A workstation is something is meant to fulfill the task of an end user. It will machine will give the data only to the authorized person. I'm just manipulating the machine to give the data to the non-authorized person, which is a hacker. So we are hacking the technology. So it's not like hacker is always a bad guy. Ethical hacker, you can say we will be working for government agencies, companies to protect the resources. Maybe it's an IT resource, non-IT resource, anything like that. If you're talking about black hat hackers, they are the bad guys. They will steal your resources for money. I think I answered your question.
Sir, next one suggestion.
Yep.
For us, can you suggest me the best certified course in security and hacking?
Security and hacking. Now there are a lot of courses, etc. But a better course, what I suggest you is don't go for hacking directly. Like you need certain basics. If you're directly going for a course, means like a CEH, OSCP, there are multiple courses out there. There we used to teach with, but currently I'm not a trainer. But I used to work as a trainer. I know how the tricks, everything it will work. And this training center, they will just try to exploit the curiosity of the people. Like while studying the CEH course, you will always work in the lab environment, and all the tools, everything, it will work perfectly. Because lab environment is a place which is meant for a tool to work perfectly. But in a real world, the skill set will never help you. So you need a background like networking, operating system, programming to shine on your life, to achieve your goal. But if you are asking for something as a silver bullet, there is no crosscut, there is no silver bullet. So I think it's better to start with networking, network security, or system, server security, like that it should come. Am I clear?
Okay, sir. There
So
are
any
no
other
more questions. No, sir. There are no more questions from the participants. Over to MC.
Okay. Okay. As a faculty, you are having any questions? I mean, I can able to see a lot of people are there.
Praveen, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, in your designation, you have to mention that a security analyst confidential at stealth mode. Actually, what it means that stealth mode?
No,
I
ma'am.
think this
Actually,
is
I
a
don't.
new word.
Yeah. Let me explain. It's confidential means I don't want to expose my company names. We people, we used to work
Okay,
for
okay.
the government, some government peoples and companies who are serving
Okay.
for the governments. So we don't want to expose our company names. So that's why I mentioned as confidential. So
Okay.
stealth mode means like I can able to see you, but you can't able to see me. So it's like a
Okay.
bidirectional window.
Okay.
But
Okay.
your
Okay. Thank you, Praveen.
your question makes sense.
Really. Thank you. Thank you, Praveen.
So any
Praveen, can you suggest 5 courses in networking for students, like from basic to advanced level? 5
basic to
courses.
advanced?
Yes, only 5 courses from basic level to advanced level.
I don't think you need that sort of 5 courses. I suggest you to go for a CompTIA A+, which someone asked me the technician level courses.
Yeah.
So go for CompTIA A+, then it will be like CompTIA N+. These are all very, cost-effective courses and vendor neutral. If you're going for a CCNA or something, it's their proprietary course, which means you will learn only the Cisco technologies. But CompTIA, you can learn anywhere, and nowadays it's available in Udemy, LinkedIn Learning, like that. And even for hosting on the college itself, it's a free sale. So there are a lot of resources are available. So even you can try with Cisco A+, N+, and Security Plus. It's very good. You will get a job in Europe very fast. And it's very well respected certification also.
Any queries from faculty side?
I think someone put which online course will help us to increase our skill. This is also once again going for goal setting. Which online course means, you have to be specific. Which course you need, first of all? You want to be a developer? You want to be like me? Or you want to be some other things? So based on it, you can choose your course online. But once again, it's like, online course, money constraint related stuff. So I think the better one will be, you can prefer Udemy, check the rating of the instructor, then you can go for it. Then another question, sir, give some advice for students who attend the interview for the first time. Interview tips means for an interview, the first thing is like communication. Focus on your communication. Don't fear of anything. First thing is you have to talk about you're talking to your enemy or friend. So don't care about the consequences. Even if you're wrong, you have to be wrong. That's called confidence. So this is while you are talking to the HR or anyone. So on communication, HR around everything, this is how it should be. And they will be asking questions to learn about you, to check your candidature, whether you'll be fitting for the perfect role, for the role they are hiring for. And you are going to ask questions whether this company and this profile will suit your career. So your questions should be in that way. And there is nothing called as a first time there will be always like your hands will be shivering, and don't put yourself into that level. Definitely KSC will give you more than 10 interviews at least. They given me before 7 years to 20 interviews, so you will get even more now. The thing is, you are going to give best out of you. Don't expect what you are going to get. Even in this interview you are not getting, definitely in the next interview you will be getting. So that's called the attitude. So if you are not getting a job, they are going to lose a valuable resource like you. So your attitude should be in that way. But before it, you have to, no one is going to buy an empty water bottle. There is something should be filled inside. Some people, they will be very good with the communication, but there will be nothing inside. There will be a lot of noise. So fill your technical skill sets, and you have to be very clear with your goal. You want to be a web developer, so learn everything on the web development. So there is always a job for a right candidate. The question is whether you are a right candidate. So make yourself as a right candidate, do hard work, definitely you will reap whatever you give. So any other questions?
Faculty members, any questions?
Okay.
I think there is no questions. Thank you, Praveen. Over to MC Desk.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your well-explained answers and suggestions. And I also thank you for your self-explaining, inspirational and motivational speech. Definitely, your personal experiences in the field of education and career will thrust the students to move forward towards their determination. Thank you, sir. We often take for granted the very things that most deserve our gratitude. I request Dr. R. Ruba, Assistant Professor, to propose the vote of thanks.
Esteemed Chief Guest, respected correspondent, beloved Principal, Head of the departments and faculty members from various departments, Honorable HOD of CT and IT department, my dear colleagues, dear participants and students, good afternoon to one and all. On the behalf of the Department of CT and IT, I have a pleasant task of delivering the vote of thanks for this inaugural function. I owe our sincere thanks to our correspondent sir, Thiru K. Palanisamy avargal, for giving permission to conduct this inaugural function and giving encouragements for all our activities. Thank you, sir. I would like to give my sincere thanks to our principal, Dr. N. Raman sir, for his inspiring support and close cooperation throughout all activities of our department. Thank you, sir. I feel privileged to express my gratitude towards Mr. B. Praveen Kumar, our alumni and today's guest, who readily accepted our invitation amidst his busy schedule. Thank you, Praveen. I also thank our guest for inaugurating our CTIT student societies for the academic year 2020 to 21 and gave valuable guidance to our students. We are sure that our students will follow your suggestions. Thank you very much, Praveen. I would like to thank head of the departments and faculty members from various departments for continuously providing academic and technical support for us. Thank you, sirs, and thank you, madams. I extended my gratitude to our physical director, Mr. Sankar sir, for providing technical support to conduct this function. Thank you, sir. I wholeheartedly thank Mr. S. Muruganandan sir, HOD, Department of CT and IT, who has directed us in a very kind way throughout the execution process of this function. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank all the organizing committee members of our department for their sincere contribution and dedicated work. I would like to thank all non-teaching fraternity members for their immense support rendered towards this function. Last but not least, I'm happy to thank our student participants for their support during this function. Once again, I thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. National Anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I thank everyone for their contribution and participation towards the successful completion of the program. Thank you all.